Hello, how is everyone today? Welcome back to Vegas Aces Open Classroom Livestream. My name is Heather Ferris, and today we are going to be doing an AMA, Ask Me Anything. So if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat, and I will answer whatever questions you have. Now, this could be any table game. Doesn't just have to be blackjack. If you have a craps question, if you have a casino question, heck, if you have a Las Vegas question, go ahead, ask away, and I am here for you guys. Now, while we're waiting for everyone to come in, I just want to remind you to subscribe, hit that notification bell so that way you'll always be notified of our latest videos and live streams. If you're new to the channel, we do how to play, how to deal live streams as well as tournament live streams. You could also check out some of our older videos where we teach you how to play and deal certain table games. Let's see. So Ryan, awesome. Hey Ryan, how you doing? Is it career ending to get terminated in your 90 days for procedure error? Career ending? No, not career ending. It sucks, yes. That just really sort of stinks. Normally that doesn't happen, but if it does happen, it's not a career ender. You can get hired at other casinos. Don't worry, it's okay. It might be a little harder than normal, but you can get a job as a dealer if that happens to you. Hey Wayne, how you doing? Good to see you. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any more questions. Ryan, let me know if you want to elaborate on that. Again, I'm here for you guys, so let me know what you would like. And just so you guys know, our next live stream is on Monday, the 11th at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Since we're doing an AMA, we'll probably do an AMA on Monday. Unless you guys have some other, options or whatever. If you want something else, let me know. But that's probably what we're going to be doing. And then we are also going to be having a special AMA on the 14th. Hopefully we'll have the Wizard of Oz on here. So that would be on the 14th at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, just in case you guys don't know, we did update the website. We are offering merchandise, so go check it out. Let me know if you guys see anything you want to buy. We have all new designs. We're putting up new designs, not every day, but we're trying to do at least 3 new designs a week. We got our 2 new designs this week, and that was the sticker one, our normal sticker that we give away. Now we have it up on the merchandise store so you could buy it. As well as for David, I don't know if David's in here. I don't see David. David might be in here. David wanted a staff shirt, so we made a staff shirt, and now that's up, so you could buy that. And we have some other designs coming out. So let's see what you guys are saying over here. Hey Dane, how you doing? Good to see you. Wayne, how is the book coming along? The book is coming along at a snail's pace. So I am working on it. I try to do 1 hour a day. Sometimes I don't get a chance to. Sometimes a week goes by and I realize that I haven't done any work on it. So it is coming at a snail's pace. I am working on... I think I'm working on chapter 6 right now, which is breaking in. It's the first chapter after the dealer gets a job as basically a casino dealer, so what to expect. And some of the things I talk about is, getting to work on time or early, what kind of footwear dealers wear, so what's good for standing for 8 hours. I give some tips for dealers on actually standing for 8 hours, like what are some things that make it easier to do that. And then also going through the process of the day, so that way they know what to expect once they get hired as a dealer. That's what I'm working on right now for the book. Tube Wings, for those that missed last night's Jeopardy! James automatically advanced to the semifinals of the Tournament of Champions. Ironically, the woman who beat James is also in the TOC. Okay. So James came back for the Tournament of Champions, but he was beat, so he didn't advance. I haven't seen Jeopardy. I haven't watched it. I don't know what's going on, but let me know. Oh, sweet. Thank you so much for the super chat, Wayne. We really appreciate that. What will be the goals for 2020 and a story time? Ooh, let's see. The goals for 2020, we're working on the business, we're setting up the business, we're working on the processes of the business. So Vegas Aces, I turned it into a marketing company. And what I'm doing right now, what I'm working on right now is I'm creating the processes for the business, all of the step-by-step tasks that need to be done in order to complete a process. And it's taken me a while because we offer a lot of services, and it would be really a lot easier if we just offered one or two services. But you know, silly me, I'm like, oh, we offer this and this and this and this and this and this, and all of a sudden I have to come up with processes for all of this stuff. So it's taken me some time. I'm going through it again at a snail's pace. And we are working on creating that, as well as creating the merchandise store, which we were able to achieve this year. Awesome. And we're getting new merchandise up every week, and that I hope is going to continue for the next year or two. So I know the rest of this year, and then next year I want at least one new merchandise design coming up every single Friday. And then from now until Christmas, what I have planned is we're going to have 3 new merchandise designs coming out on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, up until Cyber, I think, Monday, you know, what do you call that? Black Friday, Cyber Monday. But we might just do it all the way up until Christmas. Anyway, so we're working on that. Finish that. The other thing that I wanted to start on is, now I've been saying this for a long time, but I want to do a newsletter. I want to have it be like one of the old time newsletters that we used to get in here in Las Vegas. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, in the 2000s area, every single month we would get a stack of dealer newsletters, and they were really freaking cool. And they had, you know, token numbers in there. They had tips on how to be a better dealer, tips on the game. They had, you know, dealer stories. They had like this column. There was a old time column, and they would talk about like old Las Vegas when the mob ran it, and it was just really, really interesting. And they stopped doing it around, I think it was 2006, 2007, 2008, somewhere around there. And it sort of stunk because it was one of those things where I really looked forward to, you know, getting that every month. So we sort of wanted to revitalize that. I wanted to do something similar where it was a dealer's newsletter with token numbers and information for dealers, and, you know, just what they offered. It was, you know, just bringing it back from the dead, so zombie newsletter. And that's one of my goals for next year. Hopefully we will do that. Let's see, getting the business up and running, God, and finishing the book. I have so much that I need to do. It's like literally I'm sitting here thinking, and a list is going down in my brain. I don't know if you count that as a story. Probably not. Let me think of a good story and I'll tell you that. But I hope I answered your question, Wayne. Okay. Well, Ryan, if that does ever happen, so if there is a mistake made at the table and you do get written up for it, normally as a dealer, you would just get like a slap on the wrist. You know, if you make a mistake on the table, it's not really a big deal. As long as you tell the floorman about it, then you're okay. The situation you were in, it's a little more precarious. So yes, there are situations where the dealer might get written up for a procedural mistake. Or, for example, if they accidentally pay the player $20,000 when they should have paid the player $2,000, they would get written up for that or fired. But yeah, if you are in your like 90-day probation period, they can fire you for that, and that does sort of stink. But yeah, again, don't let that stop you from being a dealer. That was just a really bad luck type of a moment that doesn't happen often when you're dealing. So look at it more as like an entertaining story that you're going to be able to tell when you're on a blackjack table later on. So I hope that helps. Let me know. Hey, Intergalactic Press, how you doing? Good to see you. Sweet. Always good to see ya. Now, U.S. paper games. Would you be interested in interviewing our booth at the Cutting Edge? Oh yeah, sure. So U.S. paper games, go ahead, send me an email, heather@vegas-aces.com. Tell me what you just told me in the comments. And what we're going to be doing at Cutting Edge this year is me and Mike Shackelford, the Wizard of Oz. We actually go around to different games at Cutting Edge and we film them and we make videos on that game. So send me an email, let me know. I'll talk to Mike about it, but I'm pretty sure that we could get you in there and we could get a video up for you. And then it's really good to get you publicity. The video will be up on Mike Shackelford's website as well as my YouTube channel. So it's his website, it's his YouTube channel, and then I link to his YouTube channel. So you get a lot of coverage and everything. So yeah, let me know if you want to do that. Send me an email. I got you covered. Okay, let's see what else you guys are saying here. Ryan, is it worth going to Vegas to deal? I want to move to Nevada, but I live in South California. Everyone is saying South California is where dealers make the most money, so I should just say here. Thanks for the time. I think my personal opinion, and of course everyone's personal opinion is different. My personal opinion is everyone in California should move here. So Las Vegas is awesome. Las Vegas, it's one of those cities where you could find everything. It's open 24/7. It's a great place to live, super cheap to live here. And we don't have power outages like California's going through right now. We don't have wildfires or mudslides that they're going through. We have a flash flood maybe twice a year. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, come to Las Vegas. And again, we have I think we have between, 150 and 200 casinos here. I have to double check on the number, but I know it's between that amount. So we have plenty of places for you to work. If you have any questions, if you do decide that you guys want to move here, either you, Ryan, or anyone who's listening, go ahead, email me, heather@vegas-aces.com. I was born and raised here, so I know the area pretty well. I could help you as far as like, oh, maybe, don't move to that area. That's not a good area. Or, if you're having trouble with, something Las Vegas related and you wanted a question, you wanted me to answer a question for you, go ahead, send me an email, or you can ask the question on one of these live streams and I can answer it here for you. Okay, let's see what else you guys are saying real quick. Oh, right. By the way, before we go on, remember to tip your dealer, and now you can with Super Chat. Super Chat is a way YouTube allows you to show your appreciation by tipping me any amount you want. Go ahead, give it a try, or you could show your support by becoming a member of my Patreon page. Any membership level counts, even $1, so please join today. We have a whole bunch of levels and rewards for you to choose from. Got that out of the way, so we are good. Let's see what else you guys are saying here. Oh, hey, I do have a story for you, Wayne. I just thought it. Okay, so Wayne likes the mafia, and I got a mafia story for you. So back in the old days, here in Las Vegas, if you were not liked or welcomed or whatever, the mafia would kill you. They would off you, and then they would throw your body in the desert. Everybody knows that, right? Everybody who's watched casino movies, they all know that. Okay, now here's something you guys might not have known. So in the 90s, when they dropped the bodies off in the desert wasn't really that far. Back in those days, like Rainbow, Buffalo, those are street names. Like all of that was desert. Like, you could not go past Rainbow and have any streets or anything. Like, you would go to Rainbow and it would all be desert. So that was all desert. So in the 90s, when they're building up Las Vegas, they're actually building in those areas in the desert. And they would actually dig up the bodies from the mafia days. So the mafia would go dump the body in the desert, and then 20 years later, we're building Summerlin, and they're digging up these bodies from the mafia days. So one of the construction workers who worked on the houses in Summerlin was telling me and my friends that what would happen was they would dig up a body, and you would actually have to stop working, call the police would come over, get the body, identify it, blah, blah, blah. It was so much time, so much effort. It would stop the construction project. The construction people didn't like that because they're trying to get these houses up like in a certain amount of time. So what some construction people supposedly did was, if they saw a dead body, they would look the other way and continue pouring the concrete so they wouldn't have to call up the investigators and stop the project and all of that stuff. So me and my friends, we were in high school and we were just laughing. We were laughing our butts off because we're saying, oh my God, here are these people buying multi-million-dollar houses in Summerlin, and there's dead bodies in the bottom. Like, it's an Indian sacrifice ground, and maybe those like houses might be haunted one day because of this. But we were just laughing so hard about that. So that's a Las Vegas story. That's a mafia story. That's a local story here. I hope you enjoyed it, Wayne. Let me see what else you guys are saying real fast. Haas, thank you so much for the super chat, Wayne. Thank you. Much appreciated. So let me see if you guys have any other questions. Oh, hey, how you doing, Jim? Good to see you. And I'm going to be getting pizza with Jim after this, right, Jim? Let me know. I think we're going to go get pizza. Pretty sure we're going to go get pizza, right? Okay, so let's see. Oh, fantastic. Okay, awesome. Oh, that's pretty good. So Jim says, why are there footprints in these weird and impossible places like walls and ceilings? That is a fantastic question. So if you guys are in Las Vegas and you're ever driving in the parking garages in Las Vegas, you might notice that there are footprints everywhere on the ceiling, like everywhere. You're driving up there and there's seriously like 100 footprints up there on the rails, on the ceilings, everywhere. Why? Okay, well, here's the thing. So in Las Vegas, you can only do stuff if you're 21 or older, which really blows if you're 18, 19, 17, 20, whatever. So what do those kids do when they're not old enough to go to the casinos? They're not old enough to even walk through the casinos. What do? Well, when you're a kid, you drive through the casino parking garages and you take your, I kid you not, you take your shoes and you go and you hit the panels on the parking garages and you leave your footprint, you leave your mark. Like, that's one of the way kids leave their mark here. If you go to anywhere else in the country, you know, there might be a really popular hiking trail and there's some graffiti on there. It's just kids leaving their mark. And that's what it is. And I know this because I used to do it in high school. So I have a truck. I've always had a truck. I would drive up and down the parking garages with my friends in the back. They would take their shoes off. And as we're like driving up, they would hit the shoes on the thing and we would mark them. And then, of course, they would drive my car because I want to do that on the way down. I'm not going to be driving the whole time. But we would do that, and then we would just like sit in the parking garage and chill out and, you know, eat food, listen to, you know, the radio, talk and everything. Like, that would be where our hangout was. So they kick, like, if you're a kid here, they kick you out of the parks after a certain time. They kick you out of, we have curfew technically, so you're not supposed to be out after a certain time if you're a certain age. But they don't really check the parking garages in casinos. Okay, Native story. There you go. Intergalactic Press. Have you heard anything about the Rio demolition? So I have not heard any news about that I think I'm supposed to tell people. I have talked to someone about it before, but he sort of told me, mum's the word. So I'm not really supposed to talk about anything that we talked about. But I believe what is already public is, as you know, the Rio was just bought by someone. So they have new owners, and then what is going to happen? Like, what are those new owners going to do? Are they going to make it into a better casino? Are they going to tear it down? What's going to happen? So we'll find out. We'll see what happens. Everything is rumor right now. Everything's speculation. So we're not going to find out until everyone else finds out. Okay, let's see what else you guys are saying in here. Hey, Tom, how you doing? I think you had me confused with the pizza, but I wouldn't have mine. Oh, cool, right on. Yeah, I think I have you confused too. Okay. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I don't see any other questions or anything, although I love your comments. I love reading your comments. Let me know if you guys have any more questions that you want to talk about. Do you guys have any questions about pitching? So yesterday last week we taught about how to pitch. Do you guys have any questions on pitching? Sweet. Hi, bye, Kemba. How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, let me know if anyone here has any questions about anything. You guys got me for a whole 40 more minutes, so any questions that you have, even Las Vegas questions, go ahead and ask. Otherwise, I'm just going to go over some pitching techniques with you real fast. Have you been to Cuba Cafe on Paradise? No, I have not been to Cuba Cafe on Paradise. So here is some information that you might not know about me. I have celiac disease, so that means that I cannot have wheat or gluten. It's a gluten-free diet. I have to stay on it for the rest of my life. It is not a fad. I do not choose it. I would not choose it if I didn't have to, like I have to do that. But it sort of limits my options for food. So there are only like a few places I could really go to here that offer like gluten-free stuff that actually are gluten-free. It's not like, oh, we say we're gluten-free, but we're not, and then I end up getting sick from it. No, what happens is like I'll go to my gluten-free places that I know, and unfortunately it's like only a handful, and I don't really get a chance to go to any of the other restaurants because of this. Now normally Las Vegas restaurants, especially on the Strip, are pretty good about it, but there are places such as, and I'm totally like outing them right now, Cheesecake Factory, where they say that they're gluten-free and they swear up and down that they're gluten-free and all of that. They are not gluten-free. Don't go there if you have celiac. So I haven't been to Cuba Cafe. I don't really go to new restaurants. Restaurants are not really a thing that I would know about. If you asked me what restaurants to go to, I don't know. Strip restaurants. I know Pizza Rev. I know Chipotle. Like, I know my places. So yeah, more information than you needed. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat real quick. Let's see if you guys are saying anything. By Kemba, what's one of the best places to play single and double deck blackjack in Las Vegas? That is a great question. Now here's the thing. Are you talking about any single deck, double deck, or are you talking about hand shuffled single deck, double deck? Because there are a lot of places right now where it's getting harder and harder to find a hand shuffled single or double deck game. especially one that pays 3 to 2. Usually if you're on the casino floor, they're all 6 or 8 deck games that pay 6 to 5. Now, if you are looking for a hand shuffled single or double deck game that does pay 3 to 2, you can normally find it in the high limit area, but of course it's a high limit area, so you have to play 25 a hand, 50 a hand, depending on the casino. Now, there are casinos outside of the Las Vegas Strip where it'll be much easier to find single or double deck games, especially hand shuffled ones, and ones that pay 3 to 2. Stations is a good example. So if you go to any Stations properties, they should have it. If you're on the Strip and you're looking for it, you could find that at Bally's and what was the other one? My mind's blanking right now. My mind just totally went blank right now. I think it was New York, but I'm going to have to double check on the second one. Okay, so let's see what else you guys are saying. Hey, Andrew, good to see you. Hi. How you doing, Andrew? What's new? Wayne, do you like the old school Hammer style horror films? I'm not much of a horror film type of a person. If I do watch horror films, I like, what do I like? I like Nightmare on Elm Street. I like the Nightmare on Elm Street series. That was always really fun. The Trick or Treat one, that was a good one. Oh, Japanese version of Ringu. That was scary. Now, the American version of Ring sort of sucked. But the Japanese version of Ringu, oh my god, that was really good. But as far as scary movies, I'm not much of a scary movie type of a person. What I like are comedies. I love watching comedies. Also, too, here's a big shocker. I'm a woman, oh my god, and I hate romance film. Do not let me watch a chick flick. I do not want to watch romance. Do not want to watch chick flicks. Oh my god, make me puke. I'm sorry, I would rather watch an action film than that. I cannot deal with those chick flicks at all. So much rather be watching like a superhero movie. Okay, went on a tangent. Here we go. Let's see what else you guys are saying. By Kemba, have you ever thought about moving from Vegas to the LA area? Say maybe dealing poker at a few poker rooms here in LA area. I like LA. I like visiting LA, but I would never want to move to LA. The reason why is because, one, I feel so bad for you guys as far as rent goes. The rent is so crazy expensive over there. Two, with all of the wildfires going on and all of the problems with power outages and such, I really feel for you guys who, anyone who lives in California, I feel for you. Like, if you're going through that, I feel for you. Seriously, like, I want to give you a hug. So, no, I probably wouldn't move to LA just because of that reason. Plus, driving in LA is crazy. I don't think I want to live with that. I like being able to drive from one end of Las Vegas to the other end of Las Vegas in like 30 minutes. That's really nice. So, yeah, and the gas is really high in California, too. That's exactly it. It's just, you guys need to move here. That's what you guys need to do. You just need to move here. Okay, let's see what else you guys are saying. Do you know where the secret pizza place is at the Cosmo? Well, I know Cosmo has a couple secret places. If you go, for example, through their shopping area, one of the shopping areas in the back, you could like go through and up the stairs, and it's like this secret lounge area or whatever that's really cool with like this trippy art and everything. I think the pizza place is one of the places over there, too. If you're looking for it, if you're here and you want to visit it, I know you could find the directions online. Just check it out. It's the secret places in Las Vegas, or the hidden places in Las Vegas. It's pretty interesting. Let's see. Tom, I prefer a hand shuffle. Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of people prefer a hand shuffle. There's plenty of players, especially when they come up on my table, that they see the shuffle machine and they don't trust it. They don't like it. They don't want to have anything to do with it. They want to see a dealer actually shuffle the cards. They want it to have it be random, and they want to see it be random. So I know that there's a lot of people out there that don't like the shuffle machine for that reason. So casinos are never going to completely get rid of the hand shuffle games. But they are moving the single and double deck games into the high limit area, especially when they're paying 3 to 2. So if you can't find it on the floor, you could probably find it in high limit, or you can ask a floorman in the area and just ask the floorman, hey, do you have any like hand shuffled double deck games that pay 3 to 2? And he should be able to point you in the right direction. Cool. And I'm reading all of your comments, by the way. I'm not replying to all of them, but I am reading them. So just so you know. And if I do miss one of your questions, just go ahead and like write it again, and I'll do it. Intergalactic Press says, are there any of those Aussie games from G2E out in the Vegas casinos yet? So some of the things that you saw at G2E are in casinos already. For example, Pac-Man. They have that Pac-Man slot machine game that's really fun where you play Pac-Man. That's out at Caesars. So if you go to Caesars Palace, you could find the Pac-Man game there. So there are some games from G2E that are in casinos, but for the most part, for the most part, table games, I would say about 60% of what you find at G2E, you will not find at a casino. 40% you will. Because at G2E, the casino games, for the most part, are all brand new. However, Galaxy Gaming, all of those big companies that have a bunch of games, they always display the well-known games, the games that everyone knows. So High Card Flush, Super Fun 21. It's not Super Fun 21. I just couldn't think of any other game at the moment. But it was like all those carnival games. They have them all there. And then there's probably 40% games that you normally see in the casino, and 60% of the games that you are brand new and that you've never seen in the casino. So if you check out the videos that I did from G2E, 3 of those games you've never seen in a casino before. And there was one game, I wish I would have gotten a video of it, but I didn't. It was a Monopoly one. It was like the Big Six, but instead of Big Six, it's Monopoly. And it actually ended up being fun. It was pretty cool. I wish I would have gotten a video of that for you guys. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying real fast. Let me see if I'm missing any questions or missing anything. I'm talking a lot and I forgot my water, so excuse me if I, hiccup a little. If a dealer is left-handed, do they pitch with their dominant hand, or do they have to learn how to pitch right-handed? Two Bweens. That is a fantastic question. Okay, so you're on a game, you're on a handheld game, a single or double deck game, and you're left-handed. But for the most part, there are no left-handed dealers out there. So when you're learning and you're a left-handed dealer, you learn the right-handed way of doing it, which is really uncomfortable and it really sucks. Now, if you're a left-handed dealer, there is a different way that you pitch the deck. You don't pitch it the right-handed way, you pitch it the left-handed way. So another thing too is if you're left-handed and you're pitching it the left-handed way, when you go into your casino, just let them know that you're left-handed and you're doing it that way. So that way the floormen, the security guards, or the cameras, they're not looking at you like, oh my God, what the heck is he doing? Because we just don't see it very often. So normally when you're pitching a game, here's my right hand, here's my left hand. I'm right-handed. Right hand is my dominant hand. So I am holding the deck in my left hand, my not dominant hand, and I am pitching with my dominant hand. So with my dominant hand, I'm pitching the cards, and I'm holding the deck with my not dominant hand. So if you are left-handed, what you would do is you would hold the deck in your other hand, like so, and you would pitch this way. Now, I'm going to have to double check because my friend, thank goodness, she's left-handed, so she does this, she knows this. But I'm going to have to double check and see. I think you still pitch it from left to right, not right to left. I think the only time that changes is when you're picking up the cards. So now, what do I mean when you're picking up the cards? So you've pitched the cards, you're done, you've done the take and pay procedure, all of that. The cards are out like so. Now, normally if you're right-handed, holding the deck in the left hand, you have your right hand open and you're picking up the cards with your right hand and going, do you see how I'm doing this? I'm picking them up and I'm going diagonal. I'm using the corner of this card and I'm going under it and I'm going diagonal and I'm picking up the cards. So I'm going diagonal from right to left, picking up the cards. Diagonal, right to left, picking up the cards. And that's how you do it when you're right-handed. Now, when you're left-handed, you have the cards like this. So the cards are in your not dominant hand. And do you see how I normally have my cards on this side right here where there's no markings or anything? It's just like a white area. That's where I put my card. Well, if you're a left-handed dealer, it's going to switch up. So your cards are going to be like this. Now, it's okay if you cover this one number with the pip right here. That's okay, as long as you don't cover the main pips right there. So the left-handed dealers, all of the cards would be on the opposite side. And then when they go and pick up their cards, they're doing it with their dominant hand, and they're going from left to right instead of right to left. So they would pick up the cards like so. Okay? So I hope that helps. I know it's a little confusing when you're a left-handed dealer versus a right-handed dealer. Let me know if you want me to go over anything a little bit more in detail. Let me know if you have any other questions. I hope I answered all of your questions. Let me see what else you guys are saying in the chat. Oh wow, lots of you guys are talking about California in there. Okay, so there was your question. Okay, so let's see if you guys have any other ones. Yes. So US paper games, washing the deck is the most random shuffling method, and the problem is that it takes a while. Yeah, so what does he mean by washing the deck? So when you're shuffling and you're doing the shuffle procedure, now normally you do this with a new deck of cards. You don't do this after a hand of blackjack, for example. You only do it when you get a new deck of cards, and you get a new deck of cards every 2 hours on a handheld game. So you get the new deck of cards, you check them front, back, make sure they all look good, and when you're getting ready to shuffle, the first thing you do is wash the deck. And this is washing the deck. And I used to tell people that this was my favorite part of dealing. I would say that when I was 6 years old, I was actually dealing and I didn't know I was dealing, because this is how I would shuffle when I was 6. And I'm glad that they decided that that was a good enough routine to take with them to the casino. Yeah, this is the way to do it. Okay, and that is washing the deck. And you could do it really quick. You could do it in like 5 seconds, 10 seconds. It doesn't have to be too long or anything. When you pick up the cards, make sure that the backs are facing the players, and then just really lightly, really gentle. You don't have to be hard with the cards. If you lightly hold them, they'll fall into place, and your fingers just guide them along the way. Okay, so let's see what else you guys are saying here. Am I wearing a fabulous Las Vegas badge? No, I'm wearing a Stardust badge. So this is a Stardust pin right here. I think that's what you're talking about. And Stardust is, well, first, let me just say, All In for Vegas, Tim at All In for Vegas, he's the one that gave me the Stardust pin. I did a open box video with his Vegas box. It was really awesome. If you get a chance, check that video out. And one of the things in the Vegas box, it's like a loot box but for Vegas, one of the things was the Stardust pin. And I really like the Stardust pin. I really like the Stardust. It has personal meaning for me. My grandfather was actually the casino manager of the Stardust when Lefty Rosenthal was there. And also my uncle Al is actually Al Sachs, and that was like the clean man of the Stardust during that time. So it has like a lot of, historical meaning and personal meaning and everything. And that's one of the reasons why I always wear the Stardust pin. So let's see what else you guys are saying in the chat real fast. I appreciate you doing these videos. Thank you very much. I appreciate you watching. I was having a hard time getting the YouTube videos out. It takes a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of production, editing, all of that stuff, writing script to do the normal videos. And because I've started the business, a lot of my time is going into business activities and not so much YouTube activities. So these live streams are a way for me to be able to still continue to upload, as well as talk with you guys, interact with you guys. If you have any questions about anything specific, I could just talk to you and share it with you right here, right now. So I was hoping that would be a lot better. And then also too, I was thinking, oh, on Thursdays I could teach them how, to play or deal the game, and then on Mondays we could actually play it for our tournaments, and then that should help people get a really good grasp of how the game is played. Fingers crossed. We'll see. It's all in evolution. We'll see how this channel evolves. But thank you very much, Tom. I appreciate that. Hey, go on for 21. How you doing? Good to see ya. So where can I buy a blackjack layout? Because in Germany there is no company. If you click on the description below, so it opens up and you see my normal stuff that I have in there. I think it's like in every video. There should be an Amazon shop link, and you could see the Amazon shop. You could see my stuff. If you go to casino supplies, you can actually find all the casino supplies you need to have your own casino at home. And that includes blackjack layouts, it includes cards, it includes chips, it includes everything, including a paddle and a discard rack and a shoe, which I don't have my shoe up here, but normally a shoe. And if you can't find it there, you could go to vegas-aces.com, go up into the shop category. So there's like a little shop tab, and the very first option that you have, oh no, that's the merchandise. The second option that you have is my casino supplies. Click that link and that should take you to all the casino supplies, and that has that in there. So the blackjack layouts, the shoe, the rack card, the bank, the chips, cards, everything. All of that will be there. I try to put cheap stuff in there. Not cheap stuff, like it's good quality stuff, but I try to put like the not expensive stuff in there. So for example, if you have a set of dice, one of those dice was $120 and one of them was $10, I'd put the $10 one in my my store. So that's what I'm saying when I say cheap. So anyway, so it's there. You could find it. Good amount, good price. It should be able to ship to you. I hope that helps. If you can't find it, email me at heather@vegas-aces.com, heather@vegas-aces.com, and let me know, and I will send you the link through email. So we'll get you. We'll get you covered. Awesome. I should mention the Stardust background in my book. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I will. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, so let me know if you guys have any other questions. We have about 15 minutes left of this live stream before we call it quits. So let me know if there's anything else you guys need help with. Are you having trouble pitching? Are you having trouble shuffling? Are you having trouble cutting the chips? So when you're cutting the chips, okay, let's do this real quick. When you're cutting the chips, what you're going to do, so let's say you have a bet right here. You're going to take your thumb and your pinky. You're going to put your thumb and pinky on the side. Now you're gripping the bottom chip or the bottom two chips, but always the bottom chip. And you're moving the stack with your thumb and your pinky. When you come up to the bet and you need to size into the bet, what you're going to do is you're going to take your forefinger. You're going to run it along the middle portion of this chip right here, and then you're going to bring it up. So run it along the middle portion, bring it up. That is cutting chips. That's sizing into chips. And that is the easiest way for a break-in dealer to pay chips, is you size it into it, like so. Okay, let's see if you guys have any other questions. So what happened to the Liberace Museum? I think they closed it. I'm pretty sure they closed that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they closed that a while ago. Now, have you guys ever been to the Neon Boneyard Museum? That's really cool. So every time a casino gets imploded, their sign is saved, and the sign is moved to the Neon Boneyard Museum, and you could see all of this old signs. And at night, they all light up and everything, so you could see them all lit up. And the Stardust is there, the Riviera is there, like they have all of the old signs and everything there. And it's really fun to walk around and see all of the old signs from all of these imploded casinos. And right now, well, for Halloween, I don't know if it's still going on right now. It might have stopped. Before Halloween, they had a Tim Burton edition of that. And you could actually go in there and take pictures with a bunch of like Tim Burton statues and everything. It was pretty neat. There's a lot to do here. My favorite thing to do here is escape rooms. Have you guys ever done escape rooms? Do you know what an escape room is? Do you guys have escape rooms in your area? Let me know. But my favorite is an escape room. And we have a bunch of them here. And what I like to do is I go there. We do go with friends and everything. And it's just really fun and enjoyable. If you don't know what an escape room is, you're basically locked into a room and you have to get out. But in order to get out, you have to solve all these puzzles or clues. And you try to get out before the hour is up or hour and a half is up. And if you do, then you're put on like a leaderboard. And if not, well, whatever the story is, that's what happens. So if your story is, for example, oh, you have to get all the money and get out before the place blows up. Oh, it's an hour and now the hour's over. Oh, place blew up, you're done. Like, it's just something fun like that. It's, you know, not serious. It's just fun. Really, really cool. One of the other escape rooms, it was a legacy. So there was like, you had a rich uncle and he dies and he leaves you guys money, but you don't actually get the money. You have to go to his house and solve all these puzzles in order to get the money. And it's just really fun. So let me know if you have any other questions. Let me know if you guys would like me to go over anything else. I'm just pitching to pitch. Did you guys have any questions on the pitching video from last week? Did you guys like that? Do you want to see more of that? Let me know. So remember, if you're having problems with pitching, remember to follow through. Now, when I say follow through, go ahead, take your middle finger and your thumb and flick it like so. It's going all the way up. When you flick it, you don't just like do a little flick and you don't go all the way through. You flick it and you go all the way through. That's what I mean when I say go all the way through. You want to follow through. So you flick and you follow through. Now, if you're pitching and you pitch and the cards end up like this, where they're really close together and you're not sure whose is whose, it happens, not a big deal. Just go ahead and stop and move the cards together so you know whose is whose, and then continue pitching. So let me show you an example of that real fast. And again, we have 10 minutes left. So if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat and I will ask. Ooh, did chat stop working? Let me know. Go ahead, put something in the chat. Let me see if the chat stopped working. I think it might have. Yeah, it might have. I love it when that happens. Well, maybe we're going to call it early for today. That sounds pretty good. Okay, so looks like we're going to call it early. Oh, yay, the chat does work. Oh, no, I am not doing a live stream with the Wizard of Oz after this. So I was supposed to. On his live stream, we said we were going to do that. But unfortunately, something came up and the Wizard wasn't able to make it this week. So right now we have the 14th scheduled. So he should be here on the 14th. I asked him to do my live stream too, so we'll see if he does that. But we're totally going to do a Wizard of Oz live stream on the 14th at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. 14th, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we do apologize for the cancellation and everything. Okay, just a quick reminder, Vegas Aces is supported by viewers like you. Donations do make it possible for all of these videos to be brought to you for free. If you think that this video was worth more than $0, go ahead and click the link in the description below and donate the amount that you feel that this video was worth. Until then, I will see you guys next time on Monday the 11th at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for another AMA. Or possibly blackjack, or possibly something else. I don't know. It'll be a toss-up. We'll see what happens. And you guys have been fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you again next time. And I hope you guys have a fun weekend and everything. I hope you guys do something fun this weekend. So, talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye, guys. See ya.